I am so sorry about the technical difficulties. Like Kaylin said, I am in the middle of the jungle, so it is possible that things can go wrong. The entire town lost power and Wi-Fi, and I was listening, and I was there the entire time up until she introduced me, and then it literally shut off. So, like I said, she did an amazing job of just keeping with it seamlessly. She did a really good job. So she asked me if I wanted to make a video kind of the things that I was planning on talking about, which I think is great because I was super excited to share them all with you. So she wanted me to talk about my background a little bit, which is I am from Minnesota, and I went to college in San Diego, and after that I just kind of moved all over the place, trying new things. I was a nanny in Spain, I was living in Hawaii, I came back home. I just have always loved to travel and kind of just make it happen. And while I was in San Diego is when I got interested in yoga, and that's kind of what has catapulted me into this travel yoga money-making business that I've now come into. So she wanted me to talk about why I think goals are important, and I think it took me a while to realize this and to understand this, but setting a goal gives you direction in where you're going. And I know that sounds really dumb and obvious, but if you have a goal, you can make a decision when opportunities come along to decide, is this going to bring me further to my goal or bring me closer or further to my goal, essentially. So an example that I have is I'm trying to learn more about retreats, learn more about hostels. I got one opportunity that was cool that would bring me closer to that, and the other opportunity that was better but was not going to be, I wasn't going to be benefiting me towards this retreat. So I obviously had to choose the one that was cool that would bring me to my goal instead of further away or like just wasting time. Another thing that Kaylin said, which is super important for me, is telling people about it. So when you start saying, oh, I'm running a yoga retreat, or I'm going to Costa Rica, or this or that, like she said, people come out of the woodwork to support you in that goal. And if you just keep it to yourself, nobody ever knows and nobody can ever support you. So an example of that is I'm here now at this surf camp, which I tried to show Kayla. Oh, here's my tent. It's called glamping, glamorous camping. So I'm here now, and I got a connect of a friend who's a local here, so I've been going to all these amazing places and seeing all these things that I would have never seen if I hadn't told people that I was going or what I was interested in or where specifically I was going. And that just happens in all aspects of life. If you kind of keep your goals to yourself and you're like, oh, that would be cool, or I should do that, nobody ever knows and nobody can ever help you. And the same goes when you're a doer. You want other people to do those things. So when I hear somebody has a goal or a dream or something, I want to do everything I can to connect them with who I know so that they can accomplish those things. Because that's the beauty of the whole thing of networking and connecting with people. It's amazing, and it's really cool to see all of that manifest. It's one of my favorite things is networking, and just because people are like, how do these things just come up for you? And it's like, I don't know, I was just sitting around one day and it fell in my lap. No, it didn't. No, I talked about it and I moved towards those goals, and then other people were like, hey, I know somebody who does this, or I know somebody who does that. And then I, again, acted on that. Not just like, oh, that's really cool, maybe I'll give them a call sometime. Like, no, what's their phone number and what exactly do they do and how can I help them? It's really important to be curious and to be also generous. Let's see. This is important. So I've been really encouraging people to have a morning ritual, and people are like, oh, I can't wake up in the morning, it's too early anyway, and all these things. And I'm not talking take 30 minutes. You can take 30 minutes and it will change your day. But if you are like, well, I don't want to do these things, here are some very simple things that you can do every morning that will start your day off incredible. So first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes and you smile. And it's the cheesiest, most ridiculous thing, and you feel so goofy doing it when you do it in the morning. If you have a significant other, turn over and roll at them and smile at them. Then they'll smile. The smile train just starts first thing in the morning, and it's just great. If you're by yourself, totally better because then you don't feel weird smiling because it's just yourself and whatever. So you smile, and then you take 3 deep breaths. So with cheesy smile on your face, and it just starts to release all these endorphins and just makes you just immediately are like, okay, day, I'm ready for you. Then you stretch. So that's kind of like stretching or breathing and smiling are the same. So you can sit up and literally just bring your arms up. Just wake up your body a little. Or you can do some sun salutations since we're all yogis. That's amazing. Just do a couple sun salutations. Get your blood moving. Do 3. Do 3 sun salutations. You have time for 3 sun salutations. Just do it. And you'll just notice that it feels great. Next thing is drink water. So I got on the essential oils train. And so I'm making hot water in my Keurig, just the whole hot water, and then a couple drops of lemon, and that has been like an amazing morning ritual as well. Can't do it as much here. There's not a Keurig or like hot boiling water, and I'm not going to be an inconvenience to somebody, so I just do it with cold water now. But just to flush your body out with water is super important because you're going multiple hours without any water, so you're dehydrated. So before you are eating or anything like that, drink some water. And then you can say some out loud verbal affirmations. And this is, you can do in your car because, like I said, some people have got significant others, and if they're into that, amazing, and you guys can do it together. If it's kind of weird and you're just not sure, do it in your car and ask yourself, what am I proud of that I do? What am I proud of? Who do I love? Who loves me? And anything else that you want to come up with. What are my goals? What am I passionate about? Say it out loud. Turn off the radio. Give yourself something to do in traffic to keep yourself awake. What am I passionate about? I'm passionate about traveling. I'm passionate about yoga. I'm passionate about my family. Who do I love? I love. Who loves me? And that just builds you up even more, and it feels amazing. So that's what I would say, the 4 things to do. Smile at yourself, breathe and stretch, drink some water, and out loud verbal affirmations. You can even find some good quotes online. My past does not define my future. Anything I set my mind to, I can do. And just say them and write them down and say the same ones every day and switch them up when you want. But saying them out loud will really make you feel better. And it gives you something to wake up for. If you're kind of like, well, I don't want to go to work, or you're like, oh, I have my morning ritual and it's not going to take that long. And I love it. And if you want to take longer. Go for a run, say them out loud. Let's see. A couple more tips that I had for goal setting, obviously, is just start. So many people are like, well, if I lead a retreat, where will I do it? And who will do this? And who will do this? And I need to figure it all out. Nope, no, you don't. I rent it, like, you find the place and everything. You'll figure it out. You're not going to not have food. You're not going to not have things. You will make it happen, however that means. And you might take a couple times. Like, there are things that I did wrong on this retreat. Excellent. First retreat. I want to learn all my mistakes this time and fix them. Everything is going amazing because I learned how to change them. I maybe am paying more for it or whatever is the rebound of not knowing, but now I know. And the activities I set up a month or 2 ago, I got, not when I announced it, I figured it out as I went. And I'm so excited for my retreat because it's going to be amazing, and I'm very excited. So the point is, don't stress about the details, just start and just do it, and just do it. Just go for it, because that is the hardest part. Planning it is not the hardest part. Starting it's the hardest part. And then this is what I put on that Facebook page. I promise you, it will not work out the way you want it to. There will be hiccups. Just keep moving forward. And I believe that. You're going to be like, oh, that's not how I thought it was going to go. No, it's not. And that's okay. And learn from it and just keep moving. Like the technical difficulties. We figured out, make a video, post it on the page. Everyone can hear what you have to say. Perfect. Yeah? I wasn't there when she transferred over, and she was amazing at recouping, and she just kept moving forward, and everything was great. You got amazing tips from her. Now you're getting tips from me. It'll always work out, as long as you believe it will. I have get organized, get a planner. My schedule is like, I need a planner to know what's going on, when I'm doing it, knowing when I can have coffee with somebody, as cheesy as it is. Let me look at my planner. I will see. So, because I want to do everything as much as I can, and I want to be organized about it. You also need to schedule time to work. As entrepreneurs, We're not paid to sit and respond to emails, or paid to plan retreats, or paid these things. And you might work other jobs or have coffee dates with people. Schedule yourself a time to sit down and work so you're not stressed out about it. It's like, nope, can't do it during that time. I've got work. And this might be a little, I don't know, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called, but to-do lists are like my favorite thing in the world. So I have the notes in your phone. I'm constantly got a running to-do list. So then when I sit down to my computer, instead of getting lost in the news feed of Facebook, I look at my list and I bang it out, and then on to the next thing, because you got stuff to do. And the vision board, that's where this came in. One of the things that has always resonated with me is the question is, when was the last time you were truly blissfully happy? And hang on to that. And that was travel for me. It was when I was in Spain, and I remember walking down the road and just being like, yes, like this is amazing, and this is what I want to do. And of course, how do you do that and get paid for it? Or how do you do that and live? And I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely taken sacrifices on relationship, on new clothes, on just doing things and spending money so that I have the money to be able to go travel instead. So I live a pretty simple life at home, and it's not glamorous and glitzy. It's everything so that I have the funds to do this and work towards this.
It's 1 o'clock.
I also have my computer tell me every hour on the hour what time it is. So if I am scrolling through news feeds, it kind of clicks me into place and says, hey, what are you doing right now? It's 1 o'clock. Do you have time to do what you're doing? So then making 1 year, 5 year, 10-year goals. That's kind of what Kaylin was talking about doing the wishful goals. Like, I don't know when or how, but this is what I'm going to write down. And the 10X, the 10 rule, I can't remember what it's called. 10X Rule by Grant Cardone is an incredible book. Read that. That is like, don't set your goals too short. If you want to make $100,000, do not write $100,000. Write 500,000, I guess 10X, write $1 million. And just like, don't cut yourself short, because then maybe your potential is here and you're cutting yourself to here when really you need to be looking a little further ahead and just like making it happen. And you just really have to believe that. Put on your vision board truly things that matter to you. Don't put on a Ferrari. For me, I don't want a Ferrari. That's not something that I want. So I wouldn't be like, yeah, Ferrari, that's what I want. No. But if you do, then put that on there so you see it every single day. And that can be part of your morning ritual as well, is seeing your vision board and going over all of your goals. That can be your verbal affirmation. I want a Ferrari. I want $1 million. And instead of saying, sorry, that was a mistake. Instead of saying I want, you say, I have a Ferrari. I have $1 million. I have these things. And it makes you feel, you can imagine yourself as that person instead of being the person who does not have those things, that wants them and that just dreams of them. I have $1 million. I have a Ferrari. I run yoga retreats. I live all over the world. That's mine. And yeah, put it somewhere where you'll see it every day. You can put it right directly across your bed. You can put it by your mirror in the bathroom, so you see it every day and you work towards those goals. You're reminded every day what you're doing, what your purpose is. And then the last thing I have is be authentic and don't sell out. So this is a big struggle with people who often come out of yoga teacher training and they're trying to be this yogi who's very spiritual and enlightened and all these things, which is good and like good. But for me, I'm not that serious. Like, yes, I love doing yoga and I am spiritual and I believe in the universe and manifesting and all these things. And you can get very serious about it and you should, but you still can and not be that serious about it. I don't know how to explain it. So in class, sometimes I'll have people, okay, everybody raise your hand and stretch. Now raise your hand if you feel the stretch. Okay, obviously everyone's raising their hand. It's just funny. It's just comical. It just makes it lighthearted so that it's more approachable. If you're a super stoic yogi, people might not feel comfortable asking you questions. But if that is your personality and that is your authentic self to be that serious, then do it. Then rock it. And that's who you are. And then the other people that resonate with that and can see that you're authentic about it will connect with you and will understand your teaching. So sharing your genuine self. Like this video, I'm kind of all over the place and throwing my camera over here and over there, and if someone walks up, I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, just doing a video. But that's just who I am. That's just what it is. She asked, what are some big goals that I've set for myself and accomplished? And this is it. Coming to Costa Rica. There's an iguana crawling up that tree. I don't think you can see it. You can't. Okay. And running a retreat is like something that I was like, yeah, I can't run a retreat. And then I was like, yes, I can. So I did it, and I just made it happen. And then knowing your goal, knowing that every goal will require sacrifice. For me, it's relationships, family, kids, whatever, to live in this way. And it's important that you dig inside yourself and see what is important to you, because a lot of people are like, oh, it's cool to travel, but I don't know, I want those things, and that's fine. Like, it's taken me a while. When I was younger, I didn't understand why people wanted to buy things or why they wanted to be in these serious relationships, and it's because everybody has their own goals, and it's just important that you think about them and you understand what they are, so that you can truly mean them and work towards them. And then a couple tips on how I made them happen for myself. Have no fear. And by having no fear, you network. Send messages to people you want to network with. Always buy them coffee if you take them out to coffee. Have a genuine interest and curiosity in what they're doing and why they're doing it. So if you see somebody in your town that's running a yoga retreat, I just got a message from a girl the other day. Hey, I'm from Minnesota and I'd love to hear about how you're running your retreat. That's ballsy. Like, a lot of people are like, that's so cool. But nobody's like, hey, I want to take you to coffee so you can tell me exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it. That's what you need to do. You need to connect with those people, and you need to pick their brain and make that connection, because if they're doing what you want to do or something that you want to do, they know people that are also doing that or have done that, and that can also help you on your way. So do not be afraid to network. And don't expect anything from them except for knowledge. So don't go in thinking that you can get them a job or that they can do something for you. If anything, you want to offer to help them with something, with nothing in return. And dream too big. So like I said before, 10x, and just dreams that you never thought you could accomplish. Just think it and start moving. And then what Kaylin said, write down your goals and really mean them. If they don't feel right to you, they're not. So like the Ferrari for me. Yes, that is it. So I hope you all have an excellent day, and I will be connecting with you soon. And the last thing, if you want to kind of watch my journey in Costa Rica here, I'll be here for the next 5 weeks. And then I will be headed off to Tahoe for a wedding, and then up to New Hampshire to work in a hostel on the Appalachian Trail. So if you are interested in following that journey, or if you have any questions for me, my Facebook is Yoga Shay, and my Instagram is also yoga_Shay. So I really look forward to connecting with you all. Another iguana! And I'll talk to you soon. My video is just as long as Kaylin's. That's not the point here.